An increasing number of businesses worldwide are utilizing Bitcoin and other digital assets for investment, operational, and transactional purposes. As with all frontiers, there are unknown risks, but there are also powerful incentives. Explore the sorts of inquiries and realizations companies should consider when deciding whether or not to employ digital assets and how to do so. Although it may have begun as an area of investment similar to the Wild West, which was led by mavericks, Bitcoin is now firmly established in the financial mainstream. Despite recent volatility and governmental crackdowns in China, institutional investors and large banks continue to view it as a significant asset. If you want further evidence of how unstable things are, consider the stats over the last 12 months. The price of one Bitcoin has fluctuated wildly. As of July 10th, Bitcoin's value ranged from an all-time high of $68,789.63 in November 2021 to a low of $21,618.46. Despite the high volatility and recent meltdowns, certain companies have purchased cryptocurrencies. During the months leading up to the May 2022 price collapse, institutional investors' interest in cryptocurrencies grew as more corporate treasuries dedicated reserves to cryptocurrencies. Some non-digital asset corporations such as MicroStrategy and Tesla maintain considerable amounts of Bitcoin on their balance sheets because Bitcoin is considered an inflation hedge. In response to the rising demand from customers, more and more businesses are beginning to accept cryptocurrency payments. Some of these businesses include Amazon, Coca-Cola, and Starbucks. Companies and their internal auditors need to analyze the procedures and risks associated with often fluctuating digital currencies to keep up with the rising volume of cryptocurrency transactions, which has reached new heights. So let's discuss the top companies holding a large number of cryptos. 1. MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy, a well-known business analytics platform, has made Bitcoin its primary reserve asset. Throughout 2021, the company that creates mobile applications and cloud-based services continued to acquire Bitcoin. It has 129,218 BTC in reserve as of July 2022, comparable to over $2.7 billion of today's worth in BTC. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor once stated that he was buying 1,000 in Bitcoin per second. MicroStrategy is looking to convince other firms to invest in Bitcoin. During its World in February 2021, it hosted a Bitcoin for Corporations, now a conference is targeted at getting businesses up to speed on the crypto asset market. 2. Tesla. Tesla has joined the ranks of firms that own Bitcoin with an SEC filing disclosing that the firm has invested an aggregate of $1.50 billion in the cryptocurrency. The company's 48,000 BTC are presently valued at $1.3 billion. Tesla sold 10% of its Bitcoin holdings in the first quarter of 2021, citing the need to demonstrate the liquidity of Bitcoin as an alternative to maintaining cash on the balance sheet. According to its SEC filing, Tesla's Bitcoin acquisition represents a new investment policy aimed at diversifying its cash on hand and optimizing returns. According to the statement, we may invest a part of such cash in certain alternative reserve assets, including digital assets, gold bullion, gold exchange-traded funds, and other assets as defined in the future. The company's Bitcoin play came after months of speculation, with CEO Elon Musk discussing the cryptocurrency on Twitter, after suggesting that a move into Bitcoin would do Tesla shareholders a $100 billion favor. Soon after, around the end of January 2021, Musk modified his Twitter profile to include the hashtag Bitcoin, implying Tesla's interest in the cryptocurrency. Musk's connection with Bitcoin, on the other hand, isn't entirely favorable. Tesla stated in March 2021 that it would accept Bitcoin payments for its products and services. But just 2 months later, the CEO unexpectedly revealed that the firm would no longer accept Bitcoin payments. Musk stated that the business will not see any of its Bitcoin holdings, citing the rapidly expanding usage of fossil fuels for Bitcoin mining and transactions, and that it might consider using Bitcoin for transaction again after mining transactions to more sustainable energy. Later, he stressed that the firm would begin utilizing Bitcoin for transactions after miners used 50% renewable energy. Musk, who has become a vocal supporter of Dogecoin throughout 2021, has revealed that Tesla would accept Dogecoin payments for selected Tesla products. 3. Galaxy Digital Holdings. The crypto-focused merchant bank Galaxy Digital Holdings is the largest institutional holder of Bitcoin to be actively connected with the crypto business, with 16,402 BTC valued at slightly over $354 million at current rates, according to CoinGecko.com. Michael Novogratz founded the company in January 2018 and has collaborated with crypto startups such as Block.one and BlockFi. Unsurprisingly, Novogratz is a strong supporter of Bitcoin. In April 2022, he highlighted that stimulus measures proposed in response to the coronavirus outbreak fueled interest in cryptocurrencies, referring to Bitcoin as having a moment and saying that money doesn't grow on trees. 4. Square Inc. According to information provided by Square in its financial report for the fourth quarter of the fiscal year 2021, the firm purchased Bitcoin worth a total of $170 million. The company reported buying around 3,318 Bitcoins, an increase from their acquisition of 4,709 Bitcoins in October 2020. As of the end of the year 2020, Square estimates that it will constitute around 5% of the company's total assets. At the current state, Square owns 8,027 BTC, worth more than $173.5 million. In its new announcements, the company stated that the investment is part of Square's continued commitment to Bitcoin and that the company expects to analyze its aggregate investment in Bitcoin compared to its other assets. It should also be noted that the company's CEO, Jack Dorsey, supports digital currency. As Bitcoin continues to gain widespread acceptance, businesses are increasingly investing in cryptocurrency. Marathon Digital Holdings, Inc. Marathon Digital, a Bitcoin mining firm, is also a significant holder of 4,813 BTC in its corporate treasury, worth more than $104 million at current rates. The company intends to construct the largest Bitcoin mining operation in North America at one of the lowest energy costs, which began as a patent-holding corporation, often known as a patent troll, before pivoting into crypto mining. The corporation has had a successful year in 2021, beginning the year with a $200 million capital raising, and finishing the month with a $150 million Bitcoin buy. Over the previous year, its stock price has increased by over 3,000%, aided by the flight of crypto miners from China. In fact, it has beaten Bitcoin year to date. Marathon Digital hopes to have 199,000 Bitcoin miners churning out 23.3 EHs per day by 2023. 5. Hut 8 Mining Corp. According to BitcoinTreasures.org, Canadian crypto mining outfit Hut 8 has 4,724 BTC worth above $102 million. The firm debuted on the Nasdaq Global Select Market under the ticker HUT in June 2021, with the company's SEC filing stating that it is dedicated to enhancing shareholder value by expanding the quantity and value of our Bitcoin holdings. According to the firm, it earns fiat revenue by leveraging its reserve of self-mined and stored Bitcoin through yield account arrangements with prominent digital asset prime brokerages. Hut 8 announced its ambitious goal of mining 5,000 BTC by the end of the year in June 2021, with the company purchasing new mining machines and China's crackdown lowering Bitcoin's mining difficulty. The company is unsurprisingly optimistic that the favorable geopolitical environment will benefit its mining operations in 2022. Coinbase Global Inc. Coinbase, arguably the most well-known crypto business on this list, went public in April 2021 with a direct listing on the Nasdaq. The move was heralded as a watershed moment for the crypto sector, but Coinbase's stock prices has since fallen. After debuting at $381, Coin concluded the year at approximately $250. Coinbase reported in July 2022 that it had 96.5 million in Bitcoin and 4,483 BTC on its balance sheet before its IPO. 7. Nexon Co. Limited. This Japanese mobile gaming company made its first step into the cryptocurrency market in April 2021 when it paid $100 million to acquire 1,717 Bitcoin. Given that the organization purchased the holding at an average price of $58,226, the value of the organization's holding has decreased by a significant amount. Since the acquisition, Nexon has made no new Bitcoin investments and has also not sold any of its existing holdings. Today, the worth of these BTC is equal to $37 million. 8. Voyager Digital LTD. According to BitcoinTreasuries.org, cryptocurrency brokerage Voyager Digital has 1,239 BTC, worth around $26.782 million. At current pricing, the company intends to be a one-stop shop for selling digital assets and recorded $60.4 million in quarterly sales in May 2021, up 16 times from the previous quarter. At the time, CEO Stephen Elric stated, "We observed exponential acceptance of cryptocurrencies as a recognized and investable asset class." The company strikes a more measured tone in its June 2021 filing with Canadian regulators, noting that a significant drop in Bitcoin price may have a material adverse effect on the company's results of operations, and pointing to the dramatic drop in Bitcoin price in March 2020 as a result of market uncertainty surrounding the coronavirus pandemic. Institutional investors are rapidly purchasing Bitcoin, and several big corporations like Tesla, Block, and Coinbase have acquired hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin. For many years, the concept that publicly listed firms may purchase Bitcoin for reserve purposes was dismissed as absurd. The leading cryptocurrency was considered too volatile and too fringe to be adopted by any real firm. That taboo has been shattered during the last year and a half, fueled by the economic impacts of the COVID-19 outbreak, with several significant institutional investors purchasing Bitcoin. For investors unable to buy Bitcoin directly, purchasing shares in public firms that hold Bitcoin can provide exposure to the asset without the bother of establishing self-custody. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you all in the next one.